What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, we in here. We in here today. Y'all know, hey, y'all know it's finna go down today. Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. And y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. Smash on the like button. Jump in the comments. Let me know you in the building. Yeah, we really finna cook today, y'all. We finna have a hell of a show today. Y'all already know this. Let me see who we got in the building already. My brother Kwame East in the building. What's happening with it, Kwame? Abdul Anwar, DP Rocker, Skinny 2 Liddy, the Queen Aisha in the building. Big Nick 32 speaks. My man John Kramer in the building. What's happening with it? Abdul Anwar, James, Anthony Johnson, always coming through showing love, man. Omega Red in the big country, Omega Red. That's big country. You know what I'm saying? Omega Red, this nigga go fishing with his bare hands. He don't even need no pole. Seattle Boxing Talk, what's happening with it? Tony Dickerson, what's happening with it? No Say J in the building. The Queen Monica is in the building. Bole, Todd Swindle, Broderick Hunter, Brook 83. Yeah. And like I said, as y'all come in the building, hit that like button so they can get these notifications sent out like they supposed to. Here go Mr. Shelton already clowning. He says, big forehead Omega Red. Oh man. Here they go. It's already started. No Mercy in the building. King Petty, what's happening with it? Yeah. I got some good news and I got some bad news for y'all. I got good news and bad news. Yeah. But all in all, you know, we here. Yeah, it's definitely strap season. Big Nick 32, what's happening? Brian Bradley, what's happening with it? Yes, sir. And welcome. Y'all give me 1 second. Like I said, we're gonna be having Money Brown TV. I'm gonna get him in the building. You know, and it's gonna be a hell of a show today. It'll be a hell of a show. Omega Red said it's an ashy day. They let Mr. Shelton off the chain gang. Hey, y'all crazy as hell. Ricky Williams, Mr. Make the fucking fight. I don't care about none of that. Just make the fucking fight. Ricky Williams in the building. Mr. Make the fucking fight, Ricky Williams. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. Look like they done made it, Ricky. Man, y'all want me to give you the bad news first? Well, I'm gonna do that in a little bit. Like I said, well, I'm gonna do that in a little bit. I'm gonna wait till more people come in. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, David Benavidez. I keep telling y'all, David Benavidez, he about that action. He is about that action for real, and he want all of the smoke. Wherever there's smoke at, he want it. He want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? David Morrell and his team, they was running their mouth, and you cannot run your mouth, right? You can't call David Benavidez out and then run in the house and slam the door. And then start talking behind the goddamn screen door. You can't do that with David Benavidez because he coming to get your ass. He taking the boogeyman name that Mike Tyson gave him serious. He coming to get your ass. And he won't smoke now with David Morrell. They put out a video, him and his pops. You know what I'm saying? His pops was in the gym, and David Benavidez was on that heavy bag, and his pops said, hey, you talk that shit, now it's time to show out, right? You talk that shit, now it's time to back it up. Slug, what's happening with it? My man, Jawan Rumble's in the building. Hey, Ricky Williams say time to see if a goat can swim in the building, right? But see, we ain't gonna talk about how I put out this news a long time ago, but I mean, I guess it didn't mean nothing when I put out the news and told y'all the shit was already, you know what I'm saying, signed pretty much a long time, a while back. But you know, like I said this was gonna happen. I said, I'm putting out the news. Y'all niggas saying I'm lying and it ain't happening. And then they gonna come out with the same news I had put out a couple weeks later, and now it's official. Come on, man. But we're gonna talk about what's really going on behind the scenes. I got some news from behind the scenes from people that, you know, are close to Terrence Crawford, and we're gonna talk about all of that. You feel me? Big Stepper, Money Brown, what's happening with it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going down, brother?
Ah, man, how you feeling?
Chilling. I can't complain.
What you got going on, man?
Hold on, Key. Hold on.
Okay. But anyway, like I said, as y'all come in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button. But we're gonna talk about all of that, you know, in a little bit. We're gonna talk about all of that for sure, for sure. Let me see.
Key, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't have nothing going on. I was just over chilling, man. Was reliving the Rams Super Bowl. You know, I ain't gonna let that die till the season start. You hear me?
Oh yeah, you can't, man. You can't. You can't never let that shit die. Let me mess around and get a Super Bowl victory, man. Y'all ain't gonna never get the end of it for me. For real. It's gonna be another 26 years of the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl every year after that again.
Yeah, they gonna feel every year they missed out. Yeah, right. That's 26 years.
You feel me? You ain't
what's going down though? How you feeling though, champ?
Oh man, good man. We got a lot of shit going on, man. The first thing I was cooking on right now, and like I said, as y'all come in the building, hit the like button. First thing I was cooking on now is like David Benavidez, bro. Is you know, whether you think that he's the best or not, you gotta love how he come at these folks. Knockout, what's happening with it? I'm gonna shoot you one too, Knockout, if you want to hop on in a little bit. I did shoot some links out, but I'm gonna shoot you one too, Knockout. I forgot to shoot Knockout one. I know he probably gonna want to cook on this shit. But as far as David Benavidez, man, you gotta love how he just come at these dudes. Anybody that mentioned his name, he on your helmet, and he not letting up. Now David Morrell, you know what I'm saying? David Morrell, he talked that shit. Now it's kind of like David Morrell said a lot of shit. An article came out saying that David Morrell was calling David Benavidez a bitch, a pussy, and he gonna show him this and that, right? But then after all that was said, David Morrell came out and he was like, I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I never said none of that stuff. You know, I've always had the utmost respect for David Benavidez, right? But David Benavidez ain't trying to hear none of that, dog. David Benavidez is like, nah, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. The article came out, you said it. Now David Benavidez and his daddy is on David Morrell helmet. Like they pressing him hard now. Like what's popping? You said that shit, now you gotta back it up. I don't know if you saw the video that his pops put out. And David Benavidez is on the bag putting in work, and his pops put out a video, you know what I'm saying, while he right there standing with David Benavidez in the background putting in the work, and he like, hey, you talk that shit, David Morrell, now you gotta see us. We want you. So what's up? You know what I'm saying? We want you next. You ran your mouth, now you're gonna have to see us. And they, you know what I'm saying, they on his helmet now.
Man, that's why I always show love to David Benavidez, bro. Because even remember what what's the boy named Edgar Berlanga? Even when he came out and spoke on David Benavidez, now he like shit. I knock his ass off too. Like he not holding nothing back on nobody, bro. And that's why I say you gotta give him all the respect in the world because he is trying to fight everybody. Even though, like my whole thing is, even though you're trying to fight him, you don't get the fight. Still got to be seen, but it don't take away that he is trying to fight everybody out there, bro. And he mean that shit. Like he mean, you could tell by his attitude, his demeanor. Like David Benavidez is a non-nonsense type dude, bro. Like he looked like one of the coolest dudes in the world. But once you get on that motherfucker bad side, you on his bad side. And he looked like, he don't sugarcoat shit. He don't beat around the bush. He willing to fight anybody. That's that young blood. He just want to show that he's the best out there. So you gotta give him all the credit in the world, fam. So I give him that. But yeah, David Morrell, he gonna get fucked up. Like if he was to take the fight, he was talking heavy about fighting David Benavidez. I seen him saying he want David Benavidez, here, there, and all that shit. So now that you got an opportunity and they saying was up to you, is your ass clout chasing? Was your promoters telling you to just scream his name and link your name to him? You know how that shit go. Oh yeah, just say his name. He ain't gonna want to fight you. He ain't gonna look at you. So you keep saying the man's name, and he called your ass out. So now we'll see if they step up to the plate. We'll see if he really want that smoke. To all the David Morrell fans that's always in the chat screaming David Morrell this, David Morrell that. We're going to see if he want to smoke with David Benavidez, right? People look at it, will it be a step back for him, or should he focus on a Charlo or a goddamn Demetrius Andrade since they so hurt now, right? And they free and shit. So we'll see how that play out. But, I always respect the David Benavidez, man. He want all the smoke with everybody, and that's one thing I respect about him.
Hey, Coach, you got a link. You got a link in your email, Coach. You can't. But one thing, we are not talking about Canelo Alvarez today. We ain't you ain't finna get up here arguing money about no Canelo. I don't even want to hear his name. Batman, my man 817, man 817. He say he took too many shots from McDonald's Calvin to be barking up Benavidez tree. A lot of people feel that way now, but here's the thing about it is I tried to tell y'all when everybody was, oh man, David Morrell, I said, man, y'all ain't even seen him fight nobody yet. Yeah, we see that he's a good talent, but man, come on now. And but I'm gonna go to Knockout. My brother Knockout in the building. I know Knockout gotta love David Benavidez temperament because I mean with a name like Knockout Boxing 86 TV, you gotta love how David Benavidez be coming at these dudes' helmet. Knockout.
Shit, my name could be boring ass boxing TV, and you know me well enough to know that I love that shit. I love fighters that want the smoke. And salute to you, salute to money. Y'all hit this man like button, sub to these brothers, all that good shit. I would just say this is like watching a movie where somebody try to insult somebody in another language and they don't know that person know that language too. I think that's what David Morrell did. Because he tried to tell us, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know no goddamn Spanish. He tried to tell us that he didn't say that shit. And I didn't say that. I got respect and all this shit. But he forgot that Dave Benavidez, Jose Benavidez Jr. It's like he forgot that they ass knew Spanish or some shit. Because they were like, nah, bro, we know what you said. We understand what you said, bro. I understand you from Cuba and shit, but we speak the same language, bro. We speak the exact same language. You said that shit. You don't get to talk like that, then act like you got respect for me. Come get this smoke. And as far as him not being ready for David Benavidez, I do know this. Although David Morrell got 7 fights, he's better than David. He's better than David Lemieux was at the time that David Lemieux fought him. Maybe Lemieux in his prime would have been a better fight for Benavidez, but the Lemieux that showed up to fight Benavidez, Morrell better than him, so it ain't no step backwards for David Benavidez. It ain't a step backwards. Shit, it's a step in the right direction. Like, when's the last time, other than Darrell, everybody Benavidez been fighting? And again, I agree with Money, I agree with Keith. It ain't because he ain't wanted the fights. He hasn't been able to get them yet, but everyone that he has been fighting have been coming up from smaller weight classes. So it'd be nice to see him fight a full-fledged 168-pounder that's big like him, that's long like him, that's very strong like him. And then again, at the end of the day, he got that regular ass belt, bro. If you want to take away the belt, he'd be the number 1 person in WBA. You do not get to be ranked that high and be running from smoke, especially if you talking shit about somebody like David Benavidez. And the way that David Benavidez is reacting right now, I think David Morrell was lying to us when he said I didn't say that shit or somebody misquoted me. Because David Benavidez and his father behaving like, nah, dog, you said that shit. We know exactly what you said. Because Money Brown TV, everything boxing, and Knockout Boxing 86 TV, they might not understand Spanish, but we do. So, shit, I'm all for it. David Benavidez, and I like that it ain't selective smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? most fighters, they be selective and shit. Y'all know what I mean? Like sometimes they'll want smoke with this dude over here, but another guy over there, they ain't really too eager. Dave Benavidez give everybody the same energy, bro. And it's somebody that tries to be, realistic and try to even criticize fighters, even though I like them and shit. I can respect that shit because he be keeping the same energy with all these dudes, and so I'm all for it. I want to see the fight. I do agree with 817. Do I think Morrell is ready based off his last performance? Shit, no. I don't think he's ready. But that don't stop me from wanting to see the fight because why I don't think he's ready, give him an opportunity to go prove me wrong. Because he a better opponent than the last opponent, and the last two opponents, actually. He better than Kyron Davis, and he damn sure better than fucking David Lemieux right now. So put him in the ring and let's see David versus David. Shit, I'm all for it. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, man. So basically, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like that. When you get that back in the day, when you get that nigga that was talking all that shit over the telephone, and then you catch him in public, and he get the nah, man, I was just playing. David Morrell, he tried to pull it, I was just playing with you. I wouldn't really, we was playing.
Yeah, some shit like that, or when the person start talking shit in Spanish and they didn't know you talk Spanish too. That's exactly what happened. I'm telling you, he didn't know. He forgot that he thought David Benavidez was just an American. He forgot he was a Mexican American, dog.
Right. Yeah.
He understood that shit. He like, nah, I'm calling your ass to the court, bro.
Coach, what's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, well, I know you liking this, Coach.
Of course.
I got David Benavidez over everybody.
And y'all know that. There's no question about it. See, I respect that. I respect the guy. You say his name. He said, let's fight. That's it. That's the kind of fighters that I enjoy. And they can fight. If you say his name, if you say his name, a motherfucker like Beetlejuice, boy. Say his name 3 times, or Candyman. He gonna come holler at you. That's how it goes. Devin Haney, say his name 3 times, he gonna holler at you. And when Errol Spence was coming up through the ladder, say his name, he gonna holler at you. And they don't care about belts and all of that. They care about, you think you better than me, I'm gonna whoop your ass and show you know. And you gotta respect that. You got to respect that type of fighter. All of this beating around the bush. Now, David Morrell, I saw his trainer. I mean, not his trainer, his manager or whatever. He's talking about. Well, he's not quite ready yet. And
it was his trainer. It was Ronnie Shields. It was his trainer.
Then you had Edgar Belanga's his manager talking about. Well, he's not ready for that guy yet. He needs more time. I know David is, but he has a lot more experience. Yeah, they're gonna all back down. As soon as you say his name, you put his name in his mouth, he gonna tell you, well, okay, fuck all that, let's fight. And Money Gonzalez, your man too, he's scared too.
Why you call that nigga Money Gonzalez?
Your man's scared too. He's scared of that smoke. You don't want no smoke with that dude, man.
Hey, come on, Coach. Nah. We are not starting that Canelo shit, man.
No, we ain't gonna start it. I'm just putting it out there,
Money, let that slide, please. We don't need that shit. We got enough arguing that's finna go on this panel today. You already know, and I'm glad Coach came in. Money heard Canelo and back right out. He was gone.
Nah, it be bad, bro. Don't do him like that, bro. He ain't ducking no smoke.
Hey, BFTV, the grave digger in the building.
Yeah, he know Money.
Grave digger in the building. What's happening with it, PF? William Old School.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Got my little brother right there. He back on my brother.
Nah, I'm on my phone, so once they call my damn phone and knock your damn volume out.
Oh, okay.
Money Co said you were acting like Danilo.
No.
I'm just playing. He ain't say that shit, man.
Coach, they said nothing about you, Money.
Yeah.
Hey, we because y'all already know it's finna go down today on this show. I'm glad that Coach came in here to back me up. You know what I'm saying? When we get to this next topic, but we kind of all agree on this topic we on right now. Like, hey, David Morrell talked that shit. He talked that shit, and now he got to show out. He, you know what I'm saying? I know Ronnie Shields is like, hey, he ain't ready yet. He needs some more time. I tried to tell y'all that. I try to tell y'all that before. He ain't ready, but hey, if you jump off the porch talking that shit, you ready. So, I don't know, man. I don't see this fight happening. I don't see this fight happening. But Jermall Charlo got a back injury jogging. Like I told y'all before, I don't know how you get a back injury jogging. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know what I'm saying, doing sprints, getting out the goddamn the starting blocks or something. You feel me? But he got a back injury jogging. That's what they say. Now, with that back injury, to me, that opened him wide up for a David Benavidez fight in September or somewhere around there. Why not? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? I don't see what's wrong with it. It's a much bigger fight, a big money fight. They could put y'all on pay-per-view. Jermall Charlo already been on pay-per-view. He can be in his next pay-per-view with David Benavidez. That shit gonna sell. He gonna get way more money than a Selecki. And you got way more time to train, because what I was hearing behind the scenes is that the motherfucking ticket sales was hurt more than his back.
That's what the problem is.
Just saying. They were saying them ticket sales was hurting more than his motherfucking back and neck was.
Damn.
But hey, what's wrong with that? David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo, September or whenever they make it, even if they do it in August, I don't give a damn. That's a big fight. It's a fight everybody been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your back. Your back healed. Your back gonna be more than ready by then. Because if you really, really got a back problem, we know how back problems do. Like, that's a lingering effect throughout your whole career if you in sports and you got a back problem. I know this shit for a fact myself. So, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, let's get it. Let's make it happen. BFTV say Morrell versus Benavidez. Let's get it. Benavidez versus Plant. I mean, the best got to fight the best. But I would rather see, if it was my choice, I toss a coin between Charlo and Benavidez and Plant and Benavidez. I think most people would rather see Jermall Charlo versus Benavidez because people don't give Caleb Plant no respect. I still fuck with Caleb Plant heavy, although I didn't like that shit that he did in the 9th round in the ring. But other than that, Caleb Plant can still go. But yeah, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Smash the like button. Now, y'all got anything else to add on that before we get to this next topic?
Yeah, I just say real quick, bro. Between everybody and I see BF in here, the homie Key, the homie Money. I see everybody on here that make content, bro. We gotta start like this speculation. You should not be able to just say you injured and not have to prove the shit. Like, I'm tired of that shit, bro. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of that shit. I don't give a damn who your favorite fighter is. I don't care who you rock with. I'm tired of motherfuckers like Dillian White, fucking Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, like whoever it is, bro. I don't care who it is. I'm tired of people being able to just be like, ah, shit, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. All right, what's wrong with you? Oh, shit, it's my back. All right, cool. So you need surgery? Did you pull your back? Did you have a spasm? Like, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, that's whack to me, bro. That's whack to me. Like, I ain't with that shit. So first and foremost, I want to say that as far as Jermall Charlo, I agree with the David Benavidez shit, only because he said he was gonna snap that man's neck first. David Benavidez one thing about him. He said, I'm gonna snap his neck. I'll break his neck. All right, cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be asking you to move up. But you said all that shit. Then you start acting like you ain't really want to fight. You start talking about vaccines and him being under 25 years old and all that shit. So, I mean, it's well documented. I ain't going to say all that shit again. I just say the way that he acting right now, not wanting to smoke, getting quote-unquote injured and shit, this is why the Dallas, Texas Boxing Fans Coalition, this is why we traded Jermall Charlo back to Louisiana for Regis Prograis, who is now out of Houston, Katy, Texas, bro. That's why we traded him. Because of shit like that. We got Jermall back. We bought Jermall back over because he got undisputed. He want the smoke. He doing his thing and shit. But Jermall is now officially a Louisiana, Texas brother. I mean, a Louisiana. I'm over here acting like Bud Crawford. He's now officially a Louisiana brother, and we just gonna leave it at that, bro, because he out here tripping, dog.
You see how you do knockout? You just like niggas who bandwagon.
Yeah, you only want to be with a nigga when they up.
Yeah, when they up.
Nigga, get him, coach.
See?
Nigga fall down back on the boat.
Y'all can't have Regis. Fuck that. Period.
No, if you fall down, then that's cool. If you fall down, that's cool. He didn't fall down. He stepped down, bro. There's a difference between falling down because you was reaching for something and just
knock out. You just defended Jermall Charlo when we were saying his ass need to step up and fight somebody else. You gave him a way out, so you can't give him a way out. Then turn
hold on. Who defended him though?
You was defending him. You said he was trying to fight this fight. He was trying to fight that fighter, so he had to go fight Selecki. Okay, so if you're gonna defend the man on that one, then you just can't throw the man off the roof right now. God damn, you can't Frank Nitty the man. You can't Frank Nitty the man now. Take the nigga and just throw him off the roof.
I'm saying he should be fighting, but he should tell us that he's injured, bro. That's all I'm saying. But I still maintain that complaining about Selecki when he tried to fight Canelo and Hamid Gill, I defend him when he need to be defended, and then I trade his ass away, and I don't defend him when he on some bullshit, bro.
Hey,
I do that with everybody.
I'm with that knockout.
Do y'all have furnaces in
Nah, bro. No, I got a fireplace though.
No.
Why?
Do they have furnaces? You know, like to, you know.
I seen some spots with it back in the day, a long time ago when I was a kid. Yeah.
But y'all gonna have to put him in that motherfucker because you can't melt that motherfucker and pour him in the ring with David Benavidez body.
Yeah, the twins is a package deal though. Like I can't have one without the other, bro.
Money. As the GM and the president of the Texas Boxing Fans Coalition,
you can't break them apart. You know
it's already done, bro.
If you don't want my motherfucking brother, you don't want me.
Money, it's already done. We offered Jermall a package he couldn't refuse.
I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Whether he injured or not, I don't give a goddamn. Just as long as he come back and he fight and he move up in weight like he should be doing, because ain't no more smoke at 160, right? And you said you was gonna move up in weight. Just as long when his back heal up, it ain't no motherfucking reschedule of a Selecki fight. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you don't reschedule that shit and you move up to 168 and you face a Plant or David Benavidez, or even I even take Lara. Lara was calling him out. Even I'll take Lara.
Lara was calling out Jermall. He wasn't calling out Jermall.
No, he said Jermall too.
I gotta see that one because I remember you saying, "Oh, I'm cool." That's when he was at 54 still. Yeah, I gotta see that motherfucker. Okay, I missed that then.
Yeah, recently he said both of them. So if it's one of them three, I'm cool. Because
but Lara at 60, ain't he?
Huh?
Ain't Lara still at 60 right now?
Yeah, he's the secondary WBA champion right now at 60, bro.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We can see that if you're gonna stay at 60.
Mm-hmm.
But you either need to move up or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear Selecki been rescheduled because the tickets wasn't selling then. You know what I'm saying? Just now. If they ain't selling now, they ain't gonna sell in the future. Don't nobody want to see that shit.
What y'all think about Jermall and Janabek? Which I know that probably don't happen next.
Yeah, he ain't finna fight.
I love that fight. I would have loved if Andrade would have fought him.
He ain't finna fight Janabek.
I know that though.
I'm just throwing it out there.
The WBO ordered Andrade to fight Janabek, and he like, shit, I'm moving up.
And he's still a champion though. That's what I didn't get. I'm like, how the fuck he's still a champion right now?
They giving him one fight, then he gonna either have to let them know that he gonna campaign at 168 or he gonna come back to 160 and defend his belt, or they gonna vacate that shit.
What's happening with Kano? Kano said, "What y'all in here lying about today? Ain't no lying going on, Kano." What salute to Kano? Let me see. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Like I said, hit the like button. Get the likes up. Get the likes up.
A man said either they gonna drop them belts and he gonna fight for him or he gonna move up. So I see BF said that Benavidez needs to move up. Yeah, he said he gonna move up if he can't get no fights because all these clowns scared of him.
Well, yeah, I mean, if all these, but see, we can't put that on Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He got smoke at 168, and all these niggas, they ain't. I'm not gonna say that Caleb Plant don't want to fight him, but Caleb Plant was talking about he wanted a tune-up, and then they fight at the end of the year. Nigga, a tune-up for what? You just fought Canelo in November. What the fuck you need a tune-up for?
Call Leonard.
He over here questioning shit. He got his ass whipped by Canelo, and then he saw what Bivol did to Canelo. He like, damn, was I ever really that good?
I don't understand. Like, why do you need a tune-up? Like you supposed to go. You supposed to. You fought Canelo, right? You supposed to go straight to some smoke. What you need a tune-up for?
He didn't start at 168. He was at 175 first.
It ain't like
this dude or whatever.
Okay, BFTV say that Benavidez been at 168 his whole career. If he not getting smoked, move up. But that ain't on him, BF. It ain't his fault that he trying to get the smoke. It ain't like he's standing around and just, you know what I'm saying, playing with his nuts and shit. He's trying to get smoke. You know, now if these cats come out and we see that, you know, they ain't gonna make no fight between him and Andrade, or they're not gonna make no fight between him and Caleb Plant because Caleb Plant don't want it, or Jermall Charlo, he definitely don't want the smoke. David Morrell, his manager, talking about he ain't ready. So if he end up right in his next fight, if he can't get one of these names, at least one of these names, then I agree with you. Then he needs to go ahead and look to move up because these dudes ain't gonna fight him.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, it ain't his fault, but at the same time, you can't wait around. You can't let other people dictate your career. If don't nobody want to fight you, go somewhere where they fight your ass.
I say at least wait, because like I said, everybody finna be open. At least, you know what I'm saying, wait to the, you know, the spring, the winter time. And if you can't get one of these dudes by then, they're not gonna fight you. And we gonna see that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like this too. David Benavidez, he's still young too. So I'm not gonna like sometimes people try to force people out of a division, right? And people look at Benavidez, I just want to say he a big dude, he this, that, and third. My whole thing is if you can make weight, you can be at that weight. You know, sometimes you just want to campaign at a weight. And as long as you can make weight, you can sit there. There's fights there for him. It's good, it's cool fights there. The David Morrell, you know, other fights where you got other people, but you still got Demetrius Andrade coming up. He talking about he'll want to fight him. You got motherfucking
Caleb Plenty saying all this, that, them niggas ain't ducking each other. David Benavidez ain't ducking nobody.
So we have to see. We have to see. Yeah, we have to see when these dudes. If that's why I hope that Zach Parker shit never fell apart with Demetrius Andrade, because I believe he trying to he getting up there in age to where he need that big time fight, and I believe Benavidez and Andrade probably would have probably be in talks right now. So. You know, we just gotta wait and see when them dudes finish they little fights that they supposed to win, the Zach Parkers and the Salukis, what they do next. David Benavidez did what he had to do. He beat David Lemieux, which we knew he was gonna do that shit. Now he's sitting, he waiting for an opponent. So I don't think he gonna fight 3 times this year. Maybe he could, maybe not. But you know, once they cleared up or they did their little thing, getting them little fights out the way, and all they ass free, then we'll see if they gonna make the moves and make them fights happen. Because I don't think David Morrell and Benavidez gonna be next. I don't think Morrell team gonna put his ass in there. I think it was smoke and mirrors. They were just saying his name, and they weren't expecting him to say, "All right, motherfucker, let's fight," because they know he's trying to get a Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, and they probably look at him like, okay, he up and coming, not knowing. Like I said, when I seen David Benavidez say he'll fight motherfucking the boy Edgar Berlanga, when I know he wasn't really built like that shit, he ain't really made his name. I said, yeah, he ain't playing with no goddamn body. When that motherfucker say Edgar Berlanga name, when they said his name, I'm like, he ready to take every motherfucker out. David Benavidez, he just ready to get in there with a name to prove that he is who he is. So if people saying you got a name, they saying this about you, they saying that about you, he'll get in there with your ass. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he have to be forced to move up. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Like you being forced to move up when you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it play out, and he's still young as well.
Let me say a couple things. Not Zay, right? Talking about Morrell and Boo Boo want Benavidez. Bro, I don't know if you've been in the cave the whole show. We just explained to you that Benavidez has been calling out David Morrell. What is you talking about? He been calling out David Morrell. David Morrell trainer said he ain't ready. The fuck you want him to do? You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about he the capping monster hot. What is he capping about? And then I seen, I don't know if it was BFTV or one of y'all said that, well, Demetrius Andrade wants to fight David Benavidez. Well, David Benavidez clearly explained how he want to fight Demetrius Andrade. On several different occasions, he was calling for Demetrius Andrade fight and saying that's a fight that he wants, right? Several different occasions.
He even corrected his trainer too. His manager
corrected his trainer when his trainer came out and said this bullshit, right? So with that being said, who is gonna put up the money for Demetrius Andrade? What promotional team is Demetrius Andrade fighting with? Nobody. So who gonna make that fight? Who gonna make that fight? Answer that question. And you can't come in here just because, you know what I'm saying, you don't like somebody or you just on some bullshit and gonna come in here and say that David Benavidez is capping, because I'll drop you a link and then you gonna have to come up here and explain to me what he's capping about.
Drop a link.
Matter of fact, I am gonna drop the link.
But I
really want to do it because we got more shit to talk about. But you know,
nah, man, just stay on the course. Key. Just stay on the course, bro. Stay on the course.
That boy, Key, Coach Money, y'all, everybody be ready for that smoke.
Hey, Cono Loco saying Morrell ain't ready is some soft ass shit. You tell that to Ronnie Shields.
Yeah,
Ronnie Shields said he ain't ready.
His last fight didn't look good to me.
If I ain't ready to fight nobody, I ain't calling them no bitches. I know that.
Hey, David Benavidez, he said that, hey, if he talking shit, he talking all that disrespectful shit, yeah, he ready. He ready.
You don't get to call nobody. You don't get to talk all that fighter talk and then be like, we moving them a certain way. Tell your fighter to shut up then, bro.
I think Kano got it wrong though. I think Kano think we up here saying
all of the shit that go on with David Benavidez and how he's on everybody helmet, and how y'all all of a sudden flipping on him and say, oh man, he capping and he needs to do this and he needs to move up. Damn, can he try to at least get one of these niggas in the ring that he been calling for?
And look, not only that, Keon, he got the interim title. He been world champion 2 times. I don't care what happened in the past because I know I'm gonna get fucking clowns in the thing. Well, he want to do cocaine. Well, he didn't make the weight. He came in on the last fucking fight, 166. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. If y'all want to give y'all fighters excuses to not fight the man, then that's what y'all do. I'm not that type of person. I want to see the best fight the best, and I want to see that motherfucker in there. I think my man better than all these motherfuckers out there, and I want him to fight every last one of them. And the thing about it is, he want to fight every last one of these motherfuckers.
You think David Benavidez is the best at 168?
Yes, sir.
Well, hold on. Let me say this to BF.
At 168.
Let me say this to BF. So BF TV say, okay, then let Charlo do his thing at 160. What we talking about? Well, I'm gonna explain to you what we talking about, BF. Oh. Charlo ain't calling for all these niggas. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he called out Triple G, but Triple G told him 4 years ago, I'll never fight him. 5 years ago, he said I'll never fight him. Bam. So he already knew right off the rip that Triple G wasn't gonna fight him. You've been knowing that shit for 5 years, right? Canelo, he been running behind Canelo sack, you know what I'm saying, for the same amount of time, and Canelo just played him. Canelo just turned down 55 mil or 50 mil not to fight him.
100, yeah, right? 55 for David.
Right. Don't say he turned down. He took the other deal.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Hold on. So with that being said, now it's clear Canelo ain't gonna fight you, but you was gonna move up to 168 anyway. So that ain't even at 160. What else you got at 160? We gonna stay at 160. We ain't even gonna talk about Canelo. We gonna stay at 160.
ETB, that's the only thing, Keon.
Hold on.
He opened his fucking mouth.
Right. You opened your mouth and said you would break that man back.
Right. Fuck all of that. He shouldn't have. If you at 160, keep your fucking mouth closed. Don't come talking smack to the bigger man, and then when the bigger man say, okay, bitch, let's fight. Oh, well, you know, I'm really a 160. But he'll move up for Canelo, though.
See, BFTV talking about, now I'm going to get David Benavidez. What you going to get? What is you going to get? I don't understand. Like, it ain't nothing to get because y'all like, oh, man, he's at 160. He said that he would break David Benavidez's neck. He also said that he'll knock Caleb Plant out within 3 rounds. I mean, what am I missing? We missing something? Did we got amnesia? Did we forget? And I joined the panel. We you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't run from no smoke, BF. You know, hey, BF, that's my brother, but I don't run from no smoke.
What?
I might have BF. Shit, I mean, he got to do his own thing. I mean, he doing his show, but so he gonna be on soon. But like I said, man, I don't understand what y'all y'all want to protect Jermall Charlo so much. Oh well, man, no. Jermall Charlo is the one that opened his big ass mouth.
Yeah.
He opened his mouth. Why y'all want to caress the nigga and protect him now? Why y'all want to put him in fucking witness protection program now? That he opened his mouth talking about he gonna break necks and he gonna knock dudes out in 3 rounds, and now all of a sudden, no. Well, if Charles, no, it ain't no if nothing, man. David Benavidez trying to get all the smoke. Now, like I said, I agree with you. If it's clear that ain't none of these niggas gonna fight David Benavidez, right, well, he don't have no choice but to move up. But at least give him a chance to, the end of the year, at least to try to get a fight with one of these dudes, because everybody finna be open.
Well, how come he don't have no? How come he don't have no choice but to move up? If motherfuckers sitting around and they fighting the same caliber competition as him, and he taking on the same competition and waiting to get his opportunity, like I said, if you can make 168, you can make 168. So if he's sitting there, he trying to get the fights, right? Like I said, I never criticized him, because him, Devin Haney, and Demetrius Andrade, even though Andrade just pissed me off when he just moved up from 60, didn't fight Janabek, but I was giving all 3 of them niggas they credit, and they just do, because they was trying to make the fights happen. That's something you can't take away from none of them. Even at 160, Demetrius Andrade tried to make it happen with Jermall Charlo. He could have made his name off of Demetrius Andrade fight and been unified. If he'd have beat Demetrius Andrade, and that would have been a big time fight. They would have just took a chance on the motherfucker, and he could have been sitting right there with 2 titles right now. Even though Triple G is signed to fight Canelo, right? Pressure still would have been put on Triple G, because you got 2 titles and Jermall Charlo got 2 titles. And in 2022, you seeing undisputed happen with every motherfucker. Even when the camera gets stuck in Triple G face, people still be saying, well, you got 2, Jermall got 2. Don't you want to fight Jermall Charlo for undisputed? Even if the fight don't happen, you still would have had your name put in the cookie basket, because now it's only 2 champions right there, and you never know what could have transpired. You never know. Or, well, you know what? They'll put this money up for now to see Jermall Charlo versus Triple G. You don't know. You never know what can happen. But, it's time where you got positions to fight certain fighters. But with David Benavidez, like I say, I'm not going to force him to move up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to move up, all right, I get it. Because moving up still don't guarantee a big-time fight. You see what I'm saying? Moving up, like, it's now, especially with my man fit to fight. They about to fight for 3 titles, and then you sit up there at Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith, right? So the winner of that fight might be ready to fight each other, and you still be in the same position. You still trying to get a big fight with who? You know what I'm saying? It ain't a title fight. So I'm not gonna force him to move out his position at 168 that he earned, right? Because he is in position to fight for the WBC. And like I told Coach, we go see what happened in the future. But he still got a position right there at 168 instead of moving up and trying to earn another position at 175 and don't know what the outcome gonna be.
And here's the thing too, though. But Mauricio Suleiman said that Canelo ain't gonna have to fight no mandatory. He came out and said that on his interview. So you can have that interim belt all you want to, but Canelo not gonna be forced to fight you, 1, and then 2. You can't keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over and expect different results. This is why I was always like, all right, Gary Russell, like, bro, how long you gonna chase Leo Santa Cruz? All right, how long you gonna be down there and not unify and just defend over and over and over again? If you ain't getting the big fights and you calling these dudes out and you want the smoke, you gotta go do something else. You gotta go see what's up at 130. You gotta go see what's
David
up at
ain't Gary. David
it's the
ain't Gary.
It's the same thing with
Gary. No, because Gary
I didn't say a word while you were talking.
Yeah, but Gary had a few fights. Gary had a few fights put on the table.
I waited on you to be done.
Okay,
bro.
knock out. Okay, bro. But Gary had a few fights on the table. Gary had a few fights on the table that he turned down. I'm gonna let him finish, bro. It's not.
But you cut me off in the.
But you know what you gonna say, knock out. I'm just saying with David though. David ain't Gary. Gary had a few fights on the table that he turned down. Benavidez is willing to fight any motherfucker. So if he gets a few fights on the table, he gonna step up to the plate for that shit. So I can't just say, oh, he's in a Gary Russell position.
But he is, bro. If you would let me finish, then I would explain to you what I mean.
Bro. You act like you ain't gonna remember what you got to say.
I damn near almost forgot it, bro. But I don't cut you off is what I'm saying, bro. But anyway, the whole thing I'm saying is, bro, you can't just stay there. And even if he don't have the fights on the table, they're not trying to fight him, bro. So how long do we want this man to sit around fighting competition that people are gonna criticize and keep calling for the smoke. If he called for the smoke and he can't get nobody in the ring with him by the end of this year, bro, it's time for him to go do something else, bro. He got to go do something else. He can't just sit around at 168 hoping that these guys fight him. If he called out Charlo and Charlo don't want to move up for him. If he's trying to fight Plant and Plant won't fight him. If he's trying to fight Canelo and Canelo won't fight him. If he's trying to fight Morrell and Morrell ain't ready yet, what are you supposed to do? Wait on them to be ready to fight him? Hell no. He's supposed to move up, go to the next division, start calling for the smoke the same exact way. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't want to see him stay around for another year and a half, and dudes ain't trying to fight him. And then we end up getting David Bennett. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. These dudes don't turn down the fight. When they turn down the fight, it's going to be David Benavidez versus Jose Uzcategui. And people going to criticize that shit. And then he going to try to want some more smoke. And ain't nobody going to want to fight him. And then he going to be pulling up somebody else to try to fight him, bro. Like, he gotta do something different because these guys ain't fighting him, bro. So I say keep calling for the smoke to the end of 2022 because Keon said it best, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. These dudes, you're going to be able to expose them even more as ducks because they now about to be on your same schedule. Charlo, he ain't got shit coming up now. That fight got postponed. Plant, he ain't got shit coming up now. So if they don't fight you now, when there's no out of them having a fight or them having something going on, if they not going to fight you now, bro, they never going to fight you, dog. So you might well just go do something else and then either A, make them come to you or expose them for the ducks that they are. But we can't just be okay with fighters sitting around fighting the same level of mediocre competition just because don't nobody want to fight you. Really prove you want that smoke by going and doing something different. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Hey, when they
and y'all hit the like button, smash on the like button, hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button yet.
They were doing this same shit to Dev. Dev stayed plugging away. He do they did all of the same shit that they doing to David Benavidez. They did the same shit to Devin Haney, right? So now he's supposed to give up his fucking dream of being undisputed at 168 because these bitches won't fight him. Well, what he need to do, if I was his manager, what I would tell him is, okay, we're gonna make the fight with the IBF motherfucking number one guy. We're gonna make we're gonna make it with fucking David Morrell. We're gonna offer him plenty of money with the fucking WBO fucking number one guy. So when you get in position, you're gonna be mandatory for every last fucking sanctioning body. And see, he only control the WBC. He don't have to fight him. But them other ones, you're gonna either drop them fucking belts or you're gonna fight. See, so that's the way I would move him. We gonna fucking find a way to fight the fucking WBA fucking regular champion. We're gonna try to fight the motherfucking WBO fucking mandatory, whoever that fucking person is, and we're gonna get the IBF. Whoever the fucking number ones is, that's who I want. So then when I get to whooping, after I whoop all these motherfuckers, either Cinnamon gonna drop the belt or he gonna fight. One of the two. So
that's great, coach. That's great in theory, but when you look at it, okay, so the WBA right now to be that mandatory, you have to fight David Morrell. They already saying that they don't want to fight. You already the WBC interim champion and the mandatory in the WBC. Mauricio Suleiman came out and said, you ain't got to fight that fight, Canelo. You can go do what you want to do. So you can't be mandatory in the WBC. The WBO mandatory right now is Zach Parker. He's a DAZN fighter. PBC ain't doing no damn business with DAZN, bro. So, like, I hear what you're saying, but they not doing no cross. He can't even get the people in his own house to fight him, bro. DAZN is not going to throw Zach Parker to him, dog. So how he going to go the WBO route? The one route that he could go, what you're talking about, there's no one ranked number one in the IBF. There's no one rated number two in the IBF. There's some dude named Evgeny Shevchenko in the IBF that's the number 3. Fight him, I guess. But, I mean, the options are not bountiful, bro. He don't have a lot of options.
So like I say, we gotta wait to see just how the future play out. We just can't be, this fighter won't fight him, this fighter. Like y'all saying, okay, so go up to 75. We don't know what's gonna happen at 75. Y'all assuming. I know, coach. We don't know. Like he go up to 75, he might be worse off than he is at 68. So like coach said, he got a dream to be undisputed at 68. You got to stay down and you got to wait till the opportunity presents itself. We keep saying, these guys won't fight it. We got to wait till they freed up again, because even though Charlo, we got, like Keith said, we got to see if he still make the Selucky fight happen. We got to see if Demetrius
I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that Selucky shit.
I know. I'm saying we got to see if they taking that away. We don't know if it's still on the table, so we got to see if they still make the Selecki fight happen. To see if Charlo free. We got to see if motherfucking Demetrius Andrade fit to fight Zach Parker. See if they go free that fight up. Right? We already know when he said, "Oh, Canelo don't have to fight him." That's on the simple fact of Canelo is fit to fight Triple G. So when his ass done with Triple G, he's a free man. Right? So we got to wait after that and see. Hold on, niece. Hold on, my niece. We got to wait to see when these fighters freed up to see what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wait and see.
Now
we gotta wait and see how this shit play out. So we just can't be putting things in position for they not gonna fight him or they not gonna fight him. What you want?
Yeah, you're right. You gotta give him you gotta give him a chance. Like I say,
I agree with that.
My whole thing, we gonna move on. My whole thing is you have to give David Benavidez at least to the end of the year to see if he can make a fight with one of these dudes, right? That he's been calling out. They acting like that they down to fight him, but they ain't making no moves. Caleb Plant need a motherfucking tune up. David Morrell trainer say he ain't ready. Jermall Charlo, he got $100 million excuses why he can't fight David Benavidez. So let's see if David Benavidez can get one of these dudes in the ring. If he can't get no action, then move up. But we can't just push him up to 175 prematurely. Now,
I agree with that, bro. I agree with that.
Now moving on, because we got to get to this next topic. We've been on this shit for too long. Hold on. We got to move on. So the next thing I want to talk about is like I told Knockout Boxing 86 TV, like I told Money Brown TV, and I know it's finna get real hectic up in this bitch right now because they don't like when nobody say nothing about Tank Davis, right? But I ain't even going at Tank like that. I'm just telling y'all that I told y'all that Gervonta Tank Davis re-signed with Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview. Well, Leonard Ellerbe did an interview. And yeah, he's still Gervonta Tank Davis's promoter. You know what I'm saying? He talked about a lot. But the main thing that he talked about is Leonard Ellerbe talked about when Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson name came up. It was just like, those guys, them guys over there, they good little fighters, but they doing their thing over there. And he said that they have a promoter in Top Rank, and they got a whole stable of fighters to fight in Top Rank. And he says, with Gervonta Tank Davis, we over here with Tank, we're going to continue doing what we're doing. Tank Davis is an attraction. He's an attraction. And he said straight out, it doesn't matter about them belts that Devin Haney got. This is what he's saying. So he letting y'all know that we all want to see the Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney. The fans, the diehard boxing fans, think that's a big fight. He telling you it ain't no big fight, and they don't care about those belts over there. This is what Leonard Ellerbe saying. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, yeah, it ain't no big fight. And them belts, he said, Gervonta Tank Davis is the WBA regular title holder at 135. They just went to the Barclays Center. They just did a pay-per-view. He said, how many people do you think gave a fuck that Gervonta Davis had a belt? He said, how many people do you think that even knew that Gervonta Tank Davis had a regular title? He said, most of nobody in that building knew Gervonta Tank Davis had any type of title. They didn't care. All they cared about is seeing Gervonta Tank Davis. So we see how they're going to continue to move him. He told y'all straight up, nah, Devin Haney and him ain't no big fight. Shakur Stevenson and him ain't no big fight. Then he made another excuse. And basically I'm saying this to say, when y'all keep saying, oh, these fights might happen, he talked about Vasil Lomachenko. He's making excuses, telling y'all those are only big fights to boxing fans. So he's saying that if you put Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with a Rolly or one of these Eastside Cruisers, it's going to sell just as much as Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis because, yeah, Devin Haney is only a big attraction. This is what he's saying, not me. He's saying that Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Vasil Lomachenko, they are only big attraction to diehard boxing fans, to us. He said, but the casual fans, the superstars, they don't know who those guys are. They ain't giving a fuck about a Devin Haney or Vasyl Lomachenko or Shakur Stevenson. That's what he's telling y'all. So that's his excuse to, yeah, those fights ain't ready yet. He says down the line, eventually, when it makes sense, yeah, Tank Davis will fight all those guys, but not now, not no time soon. We're not, he said, we got a plan for Tank, and we're going to continue making Tank the biggest attraction in boxing. WWE. What does WWE stand for? Wrestling Entertainment. World Wrestling Entertainment. And that's what Gervonta Tank Davis is. Like WWE, they put an emphasis on entertainment. Well, that's what Leonard Ellerbe is selling to you. He explained how when they promoted Gervonta Tank Davis, when they got on the pavement, and they still do, they promote him to the rappers, the superstars, the casual fans, right? They ain't really giving a fuck about us because he feel like we fans and we gonna watch him anyway. You don't need to promote Gervonta Tank Davis because we already know who he is. So they go the extra mile to promote him to the people that he believes is gonna pay for it. And he flat out said, he said, who's buying the pay-per-views? Who's going to these fights? This is what Leonard Ellerbe is telling you. So, yeah, Gervonta Tank Davis is going to continue to move or be moved just like he's been moved. And he also said something that I caught too when he talked about Ryan Garcia. And this explains everything about how he moves Tank, right? He said, well, we tried to make the Ryan Garcia fight on several occasions. He said, but Oscar De La Hoya, he just need to keep it 100. He said Oscar De La Hoya, he comes out in the media and he don't keep it real. He says Oscar De La Hoya never wanted to put Ryan Garcia in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. He says that's what stopped the fight. It was with Oscar. He didn't want to. He said Ryan wanted it, but Oscar didn't want to put him in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, but Oscar not keeping it real. And so he says, I understand it though. He says, because if I had Ryan Garcia, if I was Oscar De La Hoya, he said, I wouldn't put my fighter in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis either for business purposes. Now, with that being said, he's telling you exactly how he's moving Tank. If I got one fighter that is the main attraction on my promotional team, I'm not finna throw him in there with somebody that he can possibly lose. Now, I'm not saying that Gervonta Tank Davis can't beat everybody at 135. That's an opinion. But he get in there with Devin Haney, it's a 50-50 fight. He get in there with Vasyl Lomachenko, it's a great fight. He get in there with a Shakur Stevenson, 50-50 fight. Those are all fights that he could possibly take a L. So he's telling you, why put him in that position to where we can put him in the same fight with motherfucking Jorge Gonzalez, and we're going to generate the same amount of money and do the same shit? Because the casual fans that we promote to, the superstars that we promote to, they don't give a fuck who Gervonta Tank Davis get in the ring with. They still going to buy the pay-per-view, and they still going to fill up the arena. And the fans that want to see all these big fights like a Devin Haney versus Tank or Vasyl Lomachenko, he says those fans, are they buying the pay-per-views? Are they paying for it? So this is what he's saying. That's his business model. Now, if you ask me, he make a lot of sense. Yeah, he make great sense. If I got one fighter in my promote, I might do that shit and make the most money off that dude I can. I don't like that shit as a boxing fan. Is it good for Gervonta Tank Davis's legacy? No. But Gervonta Tank Davis, he with it. He resigned. So he with it. Now let me read these super chats and I'm gonna let y'all cook. My man Lord to the Game Boxing Talk says niggas need to stop acting like Jermall is Jermell. Real talk. That's a fact. And then Truly Israel says, depending on when Andrade come back from that injury, I know Benavidez will fight him. I'm pretty sure Andrade has a belt as well. Well, Andrade, who's his promoter? Who gonna put money behind Andrade fight any of these guys? That's the question that you need to ask. So, you know, I feel what you're saying, but you know, Andrade is a man with no land. But moving on, knockout. Knockout. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man.
Y'all
So
smash on the like button.
this is a perfect example of two things being true, right? So Leonard Ellerbe is right. As far as that weight class go, Tank is he's the seller, bro. Those other guys, they ain't as big as him, and that's cool. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, you built a superstar down from 140 down that ain't nobody else got. If they want to get on pay-per-view, they got to come see Tank Davis. Great job, bro. Clapping my hands for you, bro. But what's also true is I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm disappointed in Tank. I'm disappointed in Leonard Ellerbe. And the reason I'm disappointed, bro, is because you ain't talking to a stupid boxing fan. Like, yeah, I know Tank sell. I know him and Rolly did good. That's cool. But if you gave me a better product, he'd sell even more, bro. And that's why I've always been saying, bro, I don't want him to re-sign with Mayweather Promotions. He's big enough to go off on his own. Now, the caveat to this is what fights they make next. If they make Ryan Garcia, all right, cool. But that needs to be because Devin Haney and Loma are unavailable or some shit like that. But you can't defend this shit, bro. You can't defend how Leonard Ellerbe is talking. You can't defend Tank Davis being okay with this shit. I'm hoping that maybe Tank got more control of his career. Maybe they got to try to go get him the big fights. Because he's been talking like he won't. I hope I don't have to start calling him a clout chaser and shit, bro. Because you've been saying you want these fights, then you signed to Mayweather. You re-signed with him. So are you going to make them get you the fights? Are they going to be making offers for these fights? Or were you just saying this shit and I'm about to get Tank Davis versus Isak Pitbull Cruz Part 2? Like, what are we doing? What's the play here? Did they give you some big ass?
I don't mean to interrupt you, but real quick, I'm going to throw this in there because I heard you say big fights. And I'm going to run back what Leonard Ellerbe said. Leonard Ellerbe clearly said, those are big fights to me, you, Coach, and Money Brown TV, and the people that's in this chat, right? But he don't believe that the majority of us go to fights and pay for pay-per-views, right? So he's saying that's a big fight to us, to y'all.
Yeah, and he's dead ass wrong.
Fill up them arenas that click that button to watch Gervonta Tank Davis. They don't care who he in the ring with, and that ain't a big fight to them.
Not true, and he's wrong. He's dead ass wrong, and I'm gonna show you how he's wrong. Right? Floyd Mayweather versus I don't know, pick one versus Maidana. It was a pay-per-view fight. It performed well, but did it perform as good as Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao? Nah, it didn't. Did it perform as well as Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Shane Mosley? Nah, it didn't. It didn't because those were better products. Because he was fighting who people believe to be a better fighter, a better name. So, yeah, Tank Davis going to sell regardless. He done proved that. But if you put him in there with somebody that people feel like could beat him, and he showed them that it ain't really what it is, that he really is like that, not only do you make him a bigger star, a better product sells more, bro. It's just a fact. If Tank Davis versus Rolly sold 275,000, you ain't going to convince me that Tank Davis versus Devin Haney or Tank Davis versus Lomachenko ain't gonna do more, bro. Like, you're not gonna convince me of that shit. I don't give a fuck how much Rolly talk, because people are gonna be able to tell. They're gonna be able to go tell they casual fans, look, bro, I know you love that Tank Davis versus Rolly fight. This shit right here about to be even more competitive. This shit right here, I'm throwing a fight party for. This shit right here, he could actually lose his fight, and if he win this shit, it's really gonna show that he the best. So I'm disappointed all around, bro. And I'm never gonna sugarcoat shit because I want to see the best fights, regardless of who it is, bro. It's a bad move by Tank, and Leonard Ellerbe's mouth just proved that it's a bad move because he just basically told Calvin Ford, who been saying, "Oh, we waiting on Teofimo, we want Lomachenko," and I don't believe Calvin Ford to be a liar. I think he's telling the truth. I think that they want those fights. I think Tank wants those fights. But if you want them, you just sign with the wrong promoter to get them. Because literally, you sign with him. His very first interview after you sign with him, he tells you that all the fights you've been calling for, you said on the last podcast, look, oh, you talking like that, Devin? I won't fight you next then. What's popping? Since you said that shit about me, I won't fight you. What we gonna do? I want the winner of that fight. You told Loma the time is now. The time is now. Your trainer said we want that Lomachenko fight. It's going to be a chess match. That's the fight that we really want. So everybody that y'all said y'all wanted, your inner team, your inner circle, the people that train you and shit, the people that's been there from day one, everyone that y'all are saying that y'all want to fight, Your promoter that you just signed to went and shitted on every single fight that y'all been saying that y'all wanted. How could you co-sign that shit, bro? How could you be okay with that if you really wanted that man to prove that he the best, bro? And that's what I want. I will never stray away from that, and I'll never get off his helmet. He dead ass wrong until proven otherwise. This is a bad signing because what you do in the past is indicative of what you're going to do in the future. And in the past, his recent past, Leonard Ellerbe has made Mario Barrios. Turned out to be a good fight that nobody asked for. Leonard Ellerbe made Isak Pitbull Cruz. Turned out to be more competitive than people thought. Nobody asked for that shit. They made fucking Rolly Romero. Turned out to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Rolly did better than a lot of people thought. He wasn't the Tank's toughest test, like Coach said. He didn't go to like he thought he would. But guess what? It was a little bit better than we thought it would be. But guess what? Nobody asked for that shit. Tank and them didn't even ask for that shit. So Tank didn't ask for these quote-unquote fights with the top-level competition. And then you got Joe Promoter getting on fucking the Porterweight podcast. Great job by them. Shout out to them. Y'all go check it out if you ain't watched the interview. He getting on that motherfucker. And all the fights y'all been asking for, and Knockout been asking for, Key been asking for, Money been asking for, all these fights they been asking for, he said, nah, they ain't big enough. Miss me with that shit, bro. And I'm out, bro. Like, I ain't got shit else to say about it.
I'm going to add to this before I pass it to Money. I believe Money can't. Yeah, I think it was Money. Before I pass this to Money, right, I'm going to add to this. But, right, he said Rolly Romero, he made it clear, right? He said Rolly Romero, though, any of them guys, he said any of them guys, he wants to smoke, right? So, basically, from what he's saying, if you listen to him, he said, but Rolly could get to smoke with all them dudes. If any of them dudes won't smoke, and he says that, you know, when they asked about Devin Haney, he said, you're going to need more than a jab to keep Rolly off your motherfucking ass. So Rolly, and see, they're smart because they built up Rolly off a Tank. Now they don't have to put Tank out there, right, to fight them guys they're willing to put Rolly out there in the forefront and use Rolly. Because he like, man.
So what the fuck is Rolly fucking Dillian White and Tank supposed to be fucking Anthony Joshua? Is that what he telling us?
That's how
you fuck out of here, bro.
Now he got another fighter in Rolly that he's willing to, you know what I'm saying? He didn't shy away from calling any of them dudes out when it came to Rolly's name, but when it came to Tank, it was, you know, it was different. But so he talking about Rolly want all the smoke with any of them guys. He said he willing to put Rolly in there with any of them dudes. And he think that Rolly will beat the shit out of Devin Haney and the rest of them because he said, huh?
Yeah, I heard that foolishness.
yeah. So Rolly is the guy that they willing to throw out in the deep waters against all of them dudes, right? And you know, hey, that's how he doing business. That's how he doing business. Now I know Money Brown didn't like that. He you know, but go ahead, Money.
I mean, you can't say Money Brown didn't like something, bro.
I'm just keeping it 100. I know how you gonna rock.
But at the end of the day, I mean, you speaking your piece. My thing is, I still got to see Leonard Ellerbe promote the next fight. I heard you saying he promoting the things of that nature, right? I still have to see what goes down, right? And I still got to see, like, because we already know right now, like we saying, the names that we calling out, right? Shakur Stevenson is still at 130, right? They just say he about to fight Navarrete, right? That's a fact. Devin Haney is locked in with 2 more fights with Bob Arum. We know one fight is a rematch, and we know the other one is gonna be he gonna try to make happen with Lomachenko. He's not gonna look for no damn Gervonta Tank Davis next because it don't benefit him. Not saying he won't do it, but he's not going to look for Gervonta Tank Davis next, in my opinion, right? So the fights that we looking for, that we saying we want to see him fight, it's not like they realistic for this year or maybe even the beginning of next year. So still, we got to see what fights they make next. Is it going to be competitive fights and things of that nature? Now, you know I want to see Tank fight these dudes. I want to see him fight Devin Haney. I want to see him fight Ryan Garcia. I want to see him fight, at the time when he was there, Teofimo Lopez. Shakur got to move up. I can't say, I want to see him fight Shakur, even though Shakur out his own mouth saying, yeah, man, Tank will be a great fight, you know, down the stretch. He's still, you know, lingering at 130. So until you come up to 35, we can't speak on Tank and Shakur until you move up and it look realistic. The fights that are realistic is Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Those are the two fights that's at the lightweight division that you can say are the big fights for Tank at the moment.
So, but still, Lomachenko ain't a big fight.
Oh well, Lomachenko as well. Let me not leave out Lomachenko as well. But he had to come back from the war and he had to get active and see what Bob Arum gonna do with him. Of course, I want to fight Lomachenko. I forgot Lomachenko. My bad. But we all know that it's gonna come down to who's available, right, at the time, and what do Tank want. We gonna see what the fuck do Tank want, you know, in the future. We can't just predict the future like that. I heard Leonard Ellerbe saying this and saying that and all that shit. And I'm not saying you wrong for saying what you're saying, but at the same time, right, I still want to see what's the extent of him and Mayweather Promotion working together, right? With him coming out saying this GTD shit, when I know they got GTD Promotion because they got fighters under GTD Promotion. They try to sign Sam on the third. So with him having his own promotional company, right, I want to see, you know, if it goes through or not. Like Leonard saying these things, or he's still with us, Yes, it can sound good, right? But I want to see if it's official. And if I see that it's official and that they going the route, not trying to fight the fighters when it's opportunity and when it look realistic and they not trying to make it, then yeah, I get on their ass about that shit. But as of right now, we can't really get on Tank ass and be pissed off at Tank or be pissed off at Leonard because you can't tell me what I'm gonna do. So cut it out, fam. So
you lying right now. You ain't finna get on his ass about shit.
Come on now,
you gonna move the goalpost like you doing right now.
Finish, bro. Y'all tell me to shut the fuck up
Eddie
all the time.
All of a sudden, you Eddie Hearn.
Y'all tell me to shut the fuck up all the time. Money, bro, shut your ass up. So now, when we're looking at the situation, we don't know what's going to transpire in the future, bro. We saying, oh, well, we want this fight and that fight, and y'all know damn well them fights ain't finna get made. We know what's next for each fighter right now. We know what's next for each fighter. You know what I mean? The closest fight that can get made is Ryan Garcia if he get past Javier Fortuna, and we'll see if they come back to the table with that shit. But with the Devin fight, it ain't nowhere near getting made this year or the earlier next year.
Ain't the WBA regular title holder, right?
So
he ain't that no more.
What fight happening next, Key? For Devin Haney.
He ain't that no more. Though,
okay,
right?
What fight happening next for Devin Haney, Key?
Well, just like
could you answer the question, bro? What fight?
I'm answering the question. If you be quiet for a second.
You can't tell me to be quiet. It's just a yes or no, nigga. It's still my time to talk. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? It's still my time. You can't tell me to shut the fuck up, nigga. When it's still my time to talk, nigga.
So you gonna let me answer the question? You gonna keep running your motherfucking mouth?
No, it's a yes or no question.
I'm not answering you no yes or no. Nigga, I'm answering the question how I want to answer.
Well, let me finish my spiel then. Let me finish my spiel then. All right then. Well, let me finish my spiel then. So if that's the case, then we all know what's next for Devin Haney. So these niggas don't want to answer a simple ass question because they want to drag this shit out. It's plain and simple. We don't know who Tank go fight next, right? We know Ryan Garcia got a fight put up next. We know Devin Haney got a fight put up next. So whomever Tank fight next, as long as it's a competitive fight and there's somebody out there that we can say that's in the top 10, nobody can't say shit. Because the fights, realistically, with the fighters that you want, the motherfucking fights can't happen right now. So at the end of the day, you know, we're going to see how this shit play out in the future. So we can't script the future. Don't nobody know what's going to happen.
Let me read this super chat real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and answer that, and I'm gonna give it to Coach. Gerardo Medea says there's monsters at 135 pounds. Jose El Rayo, Venezuela. Yep, yeah, man. Rayo's a beast. He said he brings all the smoke and managed by Uncle Al. He will give Tank smoke on Showtime. Thoughts? I love that fight. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey, I mean, look at everybody else they put him in the ring with. What's wrong with that? But let me go ahead and answer the question that Money was asking. So he says that we know for a fact that Devin Haney is finna fight George Kambosos next. Well, I'm listening to Leonard Ellerbe talk, and he says, well, you know, that fight might not even take place next. He said, because you got to think. He says, are they gonna want to pay for that? Is ESPN gonna pay for that? You got to have a network to put it on. Do people want to see that again? You know, so it's possible that George Kambosos could take step aside money. That's possible that George Kambosos could take step aside money. Also, like I said, we can't forget that Gervonta Tank Davis is the WBA regular title holder. So that means something. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney is the WBA champion. So, I mean, like I said, but he clearly made it clear that those fights ain't going to happen. He said Devin Haney don't put asses in the seats. It ain't a big fight like that right now.
60,000.
So I don't understand why we keep like money always want to move to. We got to see. Nigga, he just told you what it was. I don't understand what else do you have to see. You gotta wait till he in the ring with another flat-foot goddamn Hispanic fighter and then say, well, man, we the next fight, it's been that every time with Gervonta. Well, his next fight, he gonna step up and he finna fight one of these dudes. Oh man, well, his next fight, he finna, like, how long do we gotta do this? And Leonard Ellerbe is telling y'all, hey, y'all saying this, but business-wise, it ain't happening. And the queen, coach's wife is in the building. She says, we have over 300 people in the chat, but only 189 likes. Come on, family, hit the like button. You see how they do? Motherfuckers will be up in here, watch the whole show. It won't take 0.5 seconds to hit the like button. Shit crazy. Y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Omega Red says Loma is trash now. His days is over. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna leave that one alone. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't trash.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I ain't gonna get into that. I finna say something else. Man.
My question is this: at this point in Tank's career, is he a Hall of Famer? If anybody thinks Tank is a Hall of Famer, y'all put one in the chat. Right at this point in his career, you see the problem is this, and as talented as he is, we can't keep giving these dudes a pass, bro, and we can't keep giving Leonard Ellerbe a break because he's cheating us. He's cheating true boxing fans. Now he's catering to casuals because Tank he get knocked, right? But that's not what we want to see. And now y'all understand it's starting to come more and more and more to light. The type of fighters that I follow and invest in, and who I'll pay for. I'm going to pay for people who fight the best. He has no excuse to go back and sign with TMT. None. And the reason I'm saying this is because we see the way Leonard Ellerbe disrespect the fans. He don't give a fuck about what we want. He don't care. If you can fucking sell out an arena with fucking Rolly Romero, don't tell me you can't sell a fucking arena out with the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Now, I hope George Kambosos don't fucking reenact this fucking thing, this clause in the contract. I hope he say fuck it and go a different route. And the reason I want that to happen is because he's not gonna win. It's a waste of time, and I don't think the Victorian government is gonna pay for that. Number two, Devin is gonna be able to fight Lomachenko next and get that out the way. That's gonna be that's gonna be a good fucking fight. That's one of the best fighting another best, a quality opponent. Then Devin was on. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. You got to give Nessus props. He had Devin in the studio, and Devin told him. He asked him. He said, "Well, what two fighters that you want to fight the most?" He said, "I want Tank Davis," and he wanted Lomachenko. That's my kind of fucking guy. That's my kind of fighter. Motherfucker who want all the smoke. Now, if Tank continue down this road, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's not. You're not fighting the best fighters, bro. You're going to be rich as fuck. No question. He's going to be rich as fuck. But to be called the best, you can't call him the best because he don't want to fight the best and prove that he's the best. And that's all we saying, money. This shit been going on long enough, bro. It's been going on for years, bro. He been there since he was fucking what, 22? He's 27 now. Bro, it's time to fucking either shit or get off the pot and make these fucking people do right by you. Make these people, if you really believe in your fucking skills, you can't say one thing and then let them do something else. Everything Devin says, he fucking go and do. Everything he fucking says, he make it happen. And that's why he said, when he was in the interview, you know, people always use these excuses, the other side of the street. Well, I took the risk. I bet on myself. When is Tank gonna bet on himself? That's the question.
Well,
and stop letting fucking fools.
Coach, I'm gonna throw you this real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all cook on it. Leonard Ellerbe, right? He specifically said he used the other side of the street analogy. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, say those words, but what he said is, you know, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Vasil Lomachenko, he says all those guys are with Top Rank, and they got a whole stable of fighters to fight over there. He said, so I understand how they do business over there. I understand it. He said they all got fighters to fight over there. They all got business to handle with each other over there. So he basically just told y'all that they on the other side of the street. And he said, so Tank Davis with us, we're going to continue doing what we are doing over here, making the biggest and best fights, making Gervonta Tank Davis the biggest attraction. We're going to continue to do what we're doing over here, making the biggest fights over here. That's what he said. So I don't understand what else we need to hear.
It's not the biggest fights. He's making the most money. I grant you that. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. But if you can't tell me he's got the Floyd Mayweather blueprint, because that's a lie. Only fucking fighters that we didn't see Floyd fight was Keith Thurman and fucking Paul Williams. That's it. That motherfucker fought everybody and showed that he was the best. So you can't say Tank is the fucking best until he fight the best. Right now, Devin Haney is the best. Point blank, period. He the fucking best. He got every fucking belt you can name. And then Devin was talking about going fight just because. Go and fight that other dude just to get the IBO belt. That motherfucker say, I want all the fucking belts. I'm gonna go and if what you call it, he can't get the Loma fight, or he can't get the fucking if George Kambosos don't act pause. He said he gonna go get that fucking IBO belt from Mackie Hughes. He said, I want all the fucking belts, so there's no question that any of these motherfuckers can say anything other than every road runs through me. Well, it don't run through him with Tank. Because Tank don't care about the belts. Tank don't care about being the fucking undisputed champion of the world. He cares about money. So we see what it is. He don't want to bet on himself and think he's the best. Because he don't think he's the best. If he thought he was the best, he would be at Leonard Ellerbe and them hat fucking make these fucking fights. Like Devin told his dad when they fucking told him, man, I don't want you to sign this contract. Fuck that. Make the fucking fight. I'm going to take less. I'm going to do whatever this motherfucker wants to prove that I'm the best. So you got money. You already rich, Tank. You go rich and you're going to continue being rich. You're going to continue making money. But you're not going to get in the fucking Hall of Fame at this point. Not at all. You could be the best motherfucker out there. But we don't know that because you don't want to fight the best. But they got a young motherfucker now that's 23 years old went and showed his fucking skills. He 23 and outdid you, and you've been a fucking pro longer than him. Yeah, you richer than him. Not by a lot, though. But y'all both some rich young motherfuckers. What difference does it make? Show you who you the best, bro. That's all I'm saying about the whole thing.
Well, you can say y'all did, Tank. Even though y'all don't agree with it, y'all don't like it, Tank's still a 3-division world champion. So by him becoming undisputed, yes, he did one thing in one division and becoming undisputed, and he took out motherfucking George Kambosos to do it. And I give him credit for that. And I say he is the #1 lightweight in the world, right? But it still don't, you can't sit up here and say, oh, he don't think he the best coach. You can't sit up here and say, oh, he don't want to fight this fight or that fight. Like I said, we have to wait and see in the future. Because we know that it's not fit to happen right now, right? We know what's set up. But then y'all say, well, we don't want George Kambosos to do this, to do. Well, the name of the game is to fight for world titles and to fight for the most money you can get. And George Kambosos fighting Devin Haney is the biggest fight of his career a second time, and it's still gonna be money out there for him to get. Regardless if y'all want to say, oh, this fighter not gonna pick, I mean, these people not gonna pick it up, or these people not gonna pick it up. They have a signed contract, fam. They have a signed contract, and I don't think George Kambosos is fit to step to the side, right, because of the way he talk, and put himself on the back burner to try to build himself back up to fight for a world title when you were just in position to fight for all the goddamn titles once again. So I don't think that's happening no time soon.
Listen, money. That's what I'm hoping, right? I didn't say that's a fact. I said that's what I'm hoping. But now, if you're talking about Tank the one, he's a 3-division champ, really? That's a lie.
Well, you can say it's a lie. What they say?
They could say, motherfucker, they could say shit is motherfucking candy. It ain't, that's a lie. He got one real title.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. Not no regular fucking title. He got one real title.
Can you hear me?
All of that.
We can hear you.
All right. Now I got a phone call.
You know, not no regular belt, not no subpar belt, not no fucking silver belt. No, he had one real title. One.
When they announced Tank, what do they say, Coach?
You could see.
What do they say when they announced Tank?
Oh, and so what? ESPN say they got fucking 10.
Okay, but do they announce him as a 3-division world champion?
Devin is the real.
Do they announce him as the 3-division world champion? Yes or no, fam?
You're more intelligent than that. Stop that,
Coach. Do they announce him as the 3-division world champion? Yes or no?
How many real belts he won?
Coach, do they announce him as the 3-division world champion? Yes or no?
They can announce whatever they
Coach, yes or no? That's what I'm asking you.
Real boxing fans.
Coach, yes or no? Do they announce him as a 3-division world champion?
They announce him,
okay, then. So you can't sit up here and say, oh, well, he's not the real this or he's not the real that. The man is being announced as a 3-division world champion, right? Whether you like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. He's a 3-division world champion. But it still comes down to the timing. It still comes down to the timing of the fight, right? When Devin is free, when Tank is free, and if they can go in there and make the fight happen.
Stop it, bro.
You saying stop it right now. Because it's the fight. How the hell am I not telling the truth? How the hell I'm not telling the truth when you sit up here and just said yes, they announced him as a 3-division world champion, right? You can't. How am I not telling? How am I not telling the truth when we know Devin is signed on a contract to fight George Kambosos next? Right? How am I not telling the truth with Shakur Stevenson being at 130 pounds, being a unified champion? They trying to make him a Navarrete next. What am I not telling the truth about, Coach?
I'll tell you what you're not.
Let me say this before you answer that real quick. My man Zulu Nation, hold on. My man Zulu Lion 1, he in the super chat, and salute to you, man. He says Tank whooping everybody at 135. Well, let me answer that real quick. No, he ain't, because he ain't fighting none of them. I mean, he not fighting none of them. So in y'all imaginary head, he might be whooping everybody at 135, but I never seen him fight none of them dudes. So until he fight them, which probably ain't gonna happen, he ain't whooping none of them because he ain't fighting them.
Who was at 140? He won on 140 belt, right? He won a 140 belt, correct? Yes, he won a 140 belt against Mario Barrios. How the fuck did he win a real fucking title when Josh Taylor was the fucking champion? Come on, man. Stop the bullshit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. They come up with all these bullshit belts and then he win one. Oh, he's a 3-time champion. A lie. He beat a motherfucker for a secondary title.
That's out to my brother A1 Hoop Zone. What's going down, A1?
He didn't fight the real fucking champion. If that was the case, he'd have got his ass in there with Josh Taylor. Not no motherfucking Mario Barrios with a WBA regular belt. No, I'm talking about the fucking Supreme belt, the real belts.
The regular belt been around for a while. People been called champions with the regular belt. So now we not gonna sit up here and just make it as if the regular belt came around and it ain't been in the fucking position, bro. So the regular belt been around for the long haul. Myself, yes.
It's trash.
When they taking money out your pockets for a motherfucking title just as much as for the WBC and everything else, you better walk around with that fucking belt and say you're a champion.
I'm not fighting for that bullshit. I'm fighting
Well,
for
that's you.
Holyfield. Fuck the bullshit. I ain't fighting for no bullshit.
That's you, coach.
That's some bullshit. And y'all know it. Everybody know the shit. If you fucking fighting for the real belt or the bullshit belt. You know what it is. Stop that. If the champion, a champion means you
Coach,
don't.
how long has the regular belt been around, coach? How long has the WBA regular belt been around?
Yeah, that's still bullshit.
You keep saying you don't care, bro. But everybody,
Oh.
it's a lot of other fighters that touch that regular belt. It's a lot of other fighters that touch that regular belt.
It's trash. I don't give a fuck
So,
about it. IBF got one belt. IBF got one belt. One. WBO got one fucking belt, like you're supposed to have.
they got more than one belt.
Who the WBO don't have no fucking mediocre champion? And
They got an intern.
don't have that shit.
Janabek just won the belt, and Demetrius Andrade is the champion. So how do they not have more than one belt?
Huh?
Janabek just won the WBO title. Janabek, he just won a title, and
Uh-huh.
Demetrius Andrade is still the WBO middleweight world champion.
No.
What you mean? No.
Because Demetrius Andrade dropped that fucking belt.
Demetrius Andrade is still the WBO middleweight world champion, and Janabek just won a WBO intern title. So Janabek, so what do you mean he dropped the belt?
Champion. He not
What are
the
you
world
talking
champion.
about? Why do they still got him? Why do they still have Demetrius Andrade? Why do they still have Demetrius Andrade as the WBO world champion?
All interim mean is you're the fucking next in line. That's all interim mean.
Well, why is Andrade still the WBO middleweight champion, and Janabek just won a WBO intern?
That means you're the mandatory. That means you're the mandatory.
Well, you said he only have one belt. He just got a belt after he just won.
Bruh, it's a fucking interim title. Is he a world champion?
Well,
no.
he just won a belt. So don't say they only have one belt when Janabek just won a title.
He's a world champion. No,
well, he got a belt, right?
Is the world champion?
Yeah, but he won a belt. So don't say they only have one belt.
You know what? Y'all can fucking call it whatever you want. You acting brand new right now when you fucking know better.
How the hell I'm acting brand new, coach? Because I'm telling you that these dudes got other belts.
All that old stupid bullshit.
Because I'm not agreeing with what you're saying. Now I got to be acting brand new, coach.
Because you know that's bullshit money, and you arguing wrong.
What?
You know it.
What's bullshit about what?
Nigga, I done explained it to you 30 fucking times. But you ain't gonna have me blowing my.
Key, you got 2 ETBs in, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Come on, man, stop that. You gonna stop that? Stop that. We keep it real. We keep it real on ETB channel. We keep it real. We don't fucking and we don't justify bullshit.
So now I'm not keeping the real, coach. That's what you're saying. Money Brown up here talking bullshit.
Yeah, Gonzalez. Yes. Yes. Full of shit. Full of shit, Gonzalez. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Tank. Yeah, they. We gotta wait and see how this shit play out in the future.
Yes, money spitting facts. Money is not spitting facts. Money is doing exactly.
They always know money come over here and whoop ass, man. It's nothing new.
Yeah,
it's nothing new. It's nothing new, man. You know, this is the inevitable, man. I'm always coming to whoop ass, man.
Nigga, you full of shit.
So what we have to wait and see. What we have to wait and see is when Devin is freed up.
Wait and see.
Right? When Devin is freed up.
Bro.
When Devin is free. Well, Devin is not a free man right now. Devin is under contract right now. Devin is still obligated to do things that he can't break.
Boxing either, because you don't know shit about it, and gonna tell me that a fucking interim title is the real title, then you're retarded too. That's bullshit, motherfucker. Dumb.
Spec say Money Brown was T.O. undisputed. I just not seen how I can see the goddamn chest. Hell no, T.O. was no undisputed. I don't count no goddamn franchise title. I've been saying Devin is the real WBC champion.
The regular title
for the longest.
But you gonna count the regular title?
I've been counting the regular. Hold on, coach. Stop it. Let's not try to do that because we all know the WBA regular been around way longer than that goddamn franchise shit. The regular. Listen, but this is the thing, coach. The fighters have been respecting the regular title for forever now. The fighters have been respecting the WBA regular title for a while now. It's not new with the WBA regular title. Now the franchise shit, I'm on record never, ever respecting the franchise title. Whoever I call, whoever had the WBC scrap, I called them the WBC champion.
So right now, is David Benavidez the WBC champion? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is David Benavidez the WBC champion? Come on. Yes, no, maybe. What? What is it? Hello? Money, what's wrong with your speaker? Exactly, the best dad ever. He has an interim belt. It's not the world title. Same shit. It's not the real belt. You back on, Keon?
Yeah. I was in the background the whole time.
So now, is David Benavidez the WBC champion?
Fuck no.
Right.
But Money would tell you the same shit, right? Before this conversation, if we had talked about that, Money Brown would have told you that that Canelo's the undisputed champion.
Hello, yeah. Money Brown. I got a call. Yeah. Money Brown would have told you what now?
He is the undisputed champion.
That Canelo's
hold on. Money Brown did what?
At 168.
If what?
When I asked you, is David Benavidez a world champion right now?
No, David Benavidez is not a world champion right now.
Interim belt?
What you talking about?
You walking right into it, coach.
Wait a minute.
No, you
didn't walk me right into nothing. You didn't. First of all, you didn't walk me right into nothing. When Coach was talking about the interim title, I sat up here and told him that they had more than one belt. It doesn't mean that you're a world champion with the interim. When he said, "Oh, the WBO only has one belt," as if they only walk around with just one title. When they don't have one title, they have more than one title. But it doesn't. That title as an interim don't make you a champ. So you can't walk me right into anything. The WBA regular has been respected by the fighters for a long time now, and they've been calling each other champions with the WBA regular for a long time. Go back in history, right? Go down, because you motherfuckers can research and look at the. Wait a minute, nope. And look at the fighters who had the WBA regular title and see if they wasn't calling themselves world champions, and they wasn't giving credit for being a world champion. So when it come down to tape, don't try to make no new goddamn rules up as if y'all don't know that shit has been going down, bro. Stop it.
When Floyd Money Mayweather had the WBA, he had.
I'm gonna let Coach finish, but Coach, I walked you into something earlier, and I didn't even stay on it because we switched topics. But I got you earlier, and I'm gonna let you know how. But go ahead and say what you were gonna say to Money, bro.
Yeah, and he had the WBC, right? So Keith Thurman had the WBA regular champion. He was a world champion.
Yes, Keith Thurman was considered a world champion.
World champion.
Keith Thurman was considered a world champion. Did they not consider Keith Thurman a world champion? Yes or no, Coach? Coach, was Keith Thurman not considered a world champion? Yes or no?
Nah, there was no regular. Not to y'all.
Listen, hold on, wait a minute. You keep talking about to y'all. Was Keith Thurman, when he was right there, was he not considered a world champion?
They didn't have all that.
I'm asking you, Coach. Was he considered a world champion? Yes or no? That's it. Is it yes or no? That's a lie, Coach. Now you sitting up here lying.
No, I'm
not. Go back and check.
Well,
go back and check Keith Thurman. Wait a minute. Go back and check Keith Thurman. Go back and check Keith Thurman with the WBA regular title.
Listen.
Go back and check Keith Thurman with the regular title and watch them say Keith Thurman is a world champion. So let's not do that, Coach.
And you fight.
Go back and watch Keith Thurman in his fights with the regular title.
Because he was a bullshit champion.
Go back and watch Keith Thurman. Go back and watch the fights. Go watch the fights with Keith Thurman as the regular champion and see if they don't call him a world champion or not. That's what I'm asking you. So you said no. When he was going out there and he was fighting with the regular title, it was a world championship bout. 12-round bout.
You know what? You could call it
12-round world championship bout.
Champion, bro. There's only one champion. In each fucking sanctioning about it, there's only one real world champion, bro. Just one. Now y'all can recognize that bullshit, but they ain't have all this shit.
So you saying y'all, the fighters recognize it.
They ain't have all that
the fighters. Well, everything changed, Coach. Everything don't stay the same. We all know this. We be like, oh well, we're not talking about 1908 and 1940s and none of that shit. We're in 2022. Everything changes, man. Everything changes with time. We can't, this, that, and this. Yeah, because you recognize the game as what it was, is not what it is. Everything changes, fam. Everything changes.
And all
let Knockout get in.
Go ahead, Knockout. Tell me what you was talking about, brother.
So earlier in this stream, before I had to go take a work call and come back, you was talking your David Benavidez shit. You know what I'm saying? I got David Benavidez over everybody. And I say, well, coach, you think David Benavidez is the best fighter at 168 pounds? You said,
but is he the best?
You said knockout. You said knockout. Yeah, I think he the best.
I do. But guess what?
But Canelo is the undisputed champion at 168 pounds, coach.
What I'm saying, I think he's the best, right? But until he get in the ring with Cinnamon, right now, Cinnamon is the best.
Both of them can't be true.
I think he the best.
Literally, the definition of the best is you gotta choose one. You can't. It can't be two best. Either you think this guy's the best, or you think that guy's the best. But basically, in doing that, you showed that there is a different definition between the best and the number one guy.
No, I did not.
That's exactly what you did. Right? Either Canelo the best or David Benavidez the best. They both can't be the best.
Alvarez is the best at 168. I think he is the best right now because he got all the straps. But do I think, my personal opinion, that David Benavidez is better than him? Yes, I do. But right now, until they fight, Canelo is the best.
So Canelo's already proved he's the best?
So far, he's proven he's the best. Until him and David Ben, just like, Devin Haney talked about this too on that show. He said, there's always going to be somebody that's going to come up who people going to think is better than the fighter who got the title. That's just the nature of the game. That's the nature of any sport, right? So right now, Canelo is the best at 168. Do I think that David Benavidez is better than him? That's what I think. But until they fight,
how can you think somebody's better than the best? That means the best ain't proving that they the best.
He has proven.
So we should find another word for Canelo, no?
No.
Maybe we should call him number one.
He got all the straps. He got every strap.
But you saying two different things at the same time.
I could have an opinion, motherfucker. I could have an opinion, but right now, Canelo is the best. Until he fights, I think, just from my own personal, I can still.
But you giving two different opinions.
I can still
at the same time.
Until they fucking fight, right now.
And coach, don't be coach, don't be talking to me like this. Hey, coach. Hey, I'll come to New Orleans, coach. I want all the smoke.
All right.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm messing with you.
Hey, coach, what you do? I house you.
We go to
beat the shit out you.
And I beat the shit out of you. I send you back to Miss Knockout. God damn. Yeah, all right, coach. It seemed off to me, man. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't say that you think one person's the best, but then call another person the best. I don't know. I
know what Coach talked about. See, Knockout can't get away from that one thing that we was on, Coach, when we were saying, he didn't want to give Devin Haney the credit for being the best at the division.
He's the number one at the division.
Coach is giving credit to Canelo as being the best 168-pounder knockout. All he's saying is to him, right? He believed that David Benavidez is the best, but he's saying he's not the best until he prove it. But in his heart, he felt like David Benavidez is the best. But he acknowledged Canelo as being the best fighter at 168. But he want David to get his opportunity to show that he's the best. Same way you feel like Tank is the best at 135, right. But you got to say that Devin Haney is the best until Tank get his opportunity to beat him. I can't bring myself to do that, bro. I feel like Tank is the best at 135, but you can't say Tank is the best because you got a motherfucker sitting there with all the scraps and he's the undisputed champion. And
so I can feel like somebody the best. Yeah. I can feel like somebody the best, but I gotta call somebody else the best at the same time.
I mean, that's just the reality of it. Knockout. No, it's it's the reality of the situation, right? You got Tank, you got Devin Haney sitting at 135, right? That'll be common sense. If you put Devin Haney and Tank right there, even if you feel like Tank go win, but if you ask a regular motherfucker, this motherfucker sitting over here with all this hardware, he got every scrap around him, bam. Then you got Tank over here, be like, man, who y'all think the best? Oh shit, that ain't got all the titles, right? So he got to be the best. So until he beat him, right, then he can be the best. Even if you think that he's the best, you got to say that Devin is the top shot top. The man sitting out with all the goddamn hardware, bro. That's just that's common sense.
Devin is the man. He's the number one lightweight in the world, bro. He's the man.
It's just like any other sport. Until somebody knock him off his throne and take to be the king, you got to beat the king.
Like my round just the kings right now, while your little weak ass Cowboys trying to become the kings.
Say, don't do that.
Yeah, they suck.
Don't do that.
That my dude.
Let me say this real quick.
Let me say this. I'm about to hop out. King. Look, man, salute to y'all, bro. I gotta go get ready for my show tonight and shit. I got so much more studying I need to do. So I'm gonna hop off with Coach. Salute to you, money. Salute to you. I had to come fuck with Coach one time.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure that y'all
keep grinding, bro. I holler at y'all, man.
Yeah, y'all make sure that y'all go sub to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I want to say this to Don Dada and all you other niggas that's in the chat. And every time somebody bring up David Benavidez, you want to bring up that he was snorting cocaine at 20 years old. Well, I'm going to say this, right? But y'all going to act like that Jermall Charlo and them, you ain't seen them motherfucker on cocaine, hella high on cocaine several times. You know what I'm saying? On cocaine and liquor.
I can't put cocaine on that. I can't put cocaine on them, kid.
Jermall Charlo ain't been on cocaine and drunk off his ass several times. So I mean, let's leave that shit alone. That he was 20 years old and he was playing with his nose. We all know that. You know
we can say the Charlos with the alcohol. I can't put the cocaine on the Charlos now.
Man, I know a motherfucker when they on cocaine when I see them.
Hey, they ain't never been popping no cocaine, bro. You can't put the cocaine on them.
I know when a motherfucker on cocaine when I see him. So you know.
Yeah, bro. That's
now when I saw Jermall Charlo and that motherfucking hardware, he talking to the real motherfucker that own Showtime. This is Mr. Something. I forgot what his name is. I appreciate you. And you know that motherfucker Derrick James said, keep on walking. Keep on walking. Oh shit. But I can't put the cocaine on them boys unless they pop for that shit.
I told you, man. I know when a motherfucker on cocaine. I've been around long enough to know when a motherfucker high on some cocaine. Shit. That boy that motherfucker powdering his nose and shit. And I ain't talking about with mascara.
All right, boy. You better stop all of that. We
hey,
you got proof of that. You can't be
no, I'm just playing, man. Jermall Charlo ain't never did no cocaine. I was just playing. Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. He says, salute to y'all great brothers on the panel. He says, listening to y'all today had me in tears, missing Batman. Man, I'm definitely missing Batman. Me and Money was just saying that shit. What was it, yesterday, Money?
Yep.
My man A1 Hoop Zone.
Salute, Blue.
Super chat. What it do, A1? He say, hey, hold up, goddamn. Salute, Coach. Money Brown TV and ETB. He says, living legends. How y'all doing? And wishing y'all great success, bros. Man, I appreciate you. And make sure that y'all go sub to A1 Hoop Zone. He keeping y'all updated on all of the NBA action, all of the playoff action that's going down. So make sure that y'all go sub to A1 Hoop Zone.
Not just that, man. A1 is just a good ass dude all around, man. I appreciate you, A1. You know what I'm talking about, and you know, man, the love will be reciprocated. Great father in each and every way, man, and just a good ass dude, man. So we just happy you in our life as well, fam. So you're a living legend as well, champ. Keep being a great father, and we'll keep pushing your channel, man, till we get you to 1,000 subs. We got to break through. We got to break through that basketball, champ. We got to get you fucking around with Ticket TV, fam.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, my man Jawan, you know, he right there from Houston. He talking about you don't know what they on. I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I'm gonna leave that alone, man. But y'all stay off of David Benavidez. If you know what I'm saying, he was 20 years old, he was powdering his nose, and he got caught. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the shit out of his system soon enough when they tested.
The thing is this, bro. You know, regardless of what people do outside the ring and this and that, all of that bullshit that happened with that kid. He's grown. Everybody make mistakes in their life. And everybody that's in the chat and all of this shit, you motherfuckers can't tell me y'all ain't never made mistakes in your life. Nobody said y'all was on drugs or
I
nothing.
need motherfuckers probably on cocaine right now in the chat.
Motherfuckers that made mistakes doing stupid shit. Period. That's what happens when you do stupid shit until you grow up and stuff up and realizing what's important. So you can't keep holding that kind of bullshit, but they just totally overlook other shit from other people. You can't pick and choose. So like Pac said, only God can judge. So the thing is that kid's doing what he's supposed to do now. He came in great shape in his last fight, and he want all the smoke. How can you not like a fighter that want to fight every fucking body? I don't understand that. Win, lose, or draw, they're willing to put their record on the line and get that fight.
Hey, motherfucking Quay Leonard says, I'm guilty. I got the same plug as David Benavidez. Oh shit, man. Y'all crazy as hell.
You know, whatever.
I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers in this chat right now. I know y'all ain't gonna pass no goddamn drug test. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't passing no goddamn drug test.
Yeah, even though we can say he got caught doing that shit, ain't like he did some shit that when it affected no fights inside the ring.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He owned up to it though. You feel what I'm saying? He owned up to it. He admitted it. He said, "Look, you know, shit. I was partying. I was snorting." He said it on here when me and Coach had him on here.
Yeah.
He was like, "Shit, he wasn't tripping about the shit. Like, you know, I was." And he said, "Y'all gotta understand. I was 20 years old, a champion."
Yeah.
How many 20 years old is a real champion? Y'all know.
Look, all these motherfuckers that still like Tyson Fury.
Right. Tyson Fury talk about doing cocaine all the time.
That motherfucker talk about doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, but man, I'm gonna have to switch the show title because I ain't even gonna be able to get into the main topic I wanted to talk about. So we're gonna do that for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I got some news, some more news other than the news that y'all been hearing about with the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford whole situation. But I'm gonna do that show tomorrow because y'all already know that's gonna take up a whole show when we get to cooking on that. That's what I really want to cook on. But you know, this shit is unscripted. Ain't none of us come on here and write down what we finna say or write down. We just go off the head. So you know, it is what it is.
Funny Hernandez always starting shit.
Hey, man, I knew it was finna be some shit when Tank. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen it was just me, Knockout, and Money on the panel, and I knew I was finna talk about Tank Davis. I said, man, I hope Coach, please grab the link, Coach. I ain't trying to go back and forth with these niggas when it come to Tank.
Hey, you gotta give it to Knockout though. He said what he had to say. He don't appreciate that shit.
Knockout kept it trill. Knockout kept it trill. We know Money. That's one thing about Money. If he fuck with you, he gonna fuck with you right or wrong.
I mean, y'all can't tell me what facts I didn't speak. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. Money. All I'm asking is when I fuck up, I want you to motherfucking ride for me like that when I'm fucking dead wrong.
Hey, look, ETB, Keon.
That wasn't Keon that robbed that store. Now, I need to see the fingerprint. That would, I mean, it could be
nigga fake.
Hey,
Key, nigga face clear as day with the ETB hat on.
Hey, that wasn't him. I heard he got a twin. Now, if you can prove to me that he don't have no twin, then we can talk. But I need the fingerprints and I need the DNA. If you don't got no DNA, that wasn't him. I want you to ride for me just like that.
Hey, this Money right here. Listen, I know he fighting Woody the Wino next, but let's see who he fight after that. You don't give a fuck.
That's all I'm asking for. Ride for me like that and we good.
Just give him some time. I know he fighting Woody the Wino next.
You know what I'm saying? If I do a crime,
He might fight Esther the next fight. Fuck it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like they said, you know what I'm saying? Beat down for a nigga like two bank robbers that didn't tell on each other. If I do a crime, I'm going to go get Money Brown TV.
My brother Jose, we going down, Zay.
Oh shit, man. Let's get ready to wrap this shit up, man. Hell of a show. We, you know what I'm saying? If y'all open, we gotta do, cause like I said, I didn't even do the main topic. We gotta do that shit tomorrow. If y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying, do the shit tomorrow. I know Money, you coming on tonight. You know what I'm saying? You finna do your shit tonight. Coach, you getting your shit set up, and Coach is gonna be having his, you know, lives soon.
I like that too, Coach. Glove up.
Oh, you like
boxing glove up? Yeah, I like that, Coach.
I appreciate you in that super chat, man. Appreciate y'all. So sub to Money Brown TV. Go sub to Money Brown TV.
Coach, did you set the channel up? You set the channel up yet, Coach?
Yeah. But we just getting all the equipment and stuff together. We're gonna try to do a little studio type thing.
Okay,
yes, sir.
I'm finna subscribe right now, then.
Can we go subscribe to your channel already?
That's what I'm saying, Coach. Is it up for us to subscribe yet or not?
I think so.
Well, what we gonna do is we gonna
let the Queen handle
next. Well, starting. Let me see. Next week, every day we gonna drop your link in the. We gonna pin it in the chat.
I am too. I don't think it's up right now though, because once you set it up, Coach, you gotta put something on, or at least just put like you gotta put something like a picture or anything, just so it can pop up. Okay. Even if you just put your logo picture on that motherfucker and just say, "Hey everybody, welcome to Coach." You ain't even gotta tell them all that shit, and just, you know what I'm saying? That way that it could be some up there where they can subscribe to it.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. But man, Money. Well, let me get Coach, because I know Money got a show, so I'm gonna let him give his last word after Coach. But Coach, man, let me get your last words.
Man, appreciate you having me on, of course, all the time. I love you guys, bro. And shit, I'll be back on here tomorrow, bro. I'll be back on here cooking about this other stuff that's going on that you want to talk about. It, I already know what it is. Be on it.
Sir.
Yes, sir, man. And like I said, man, y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If y'all ain't sub, hit the like button. Make sure that y'all subscribe to Money Brown TV. Like I said, we will have Coach's link up in the chat all next week. We're gonna pin it, and so y'all already know y'all gonna have to subscribe to Coach and the Queen. And Money, man, let us know what time you going on tonight, what you got going on.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all come tune in tonight. We gonna go on at 8 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. That's 9 o'clock Eastern Time. You know, we just go kick the shits about, you know, the topics. I'm gonna see what topic I'm gonna bring up. I really ain't got the topics right now, but we will have them ready, you know, by 8 o'clock. So y'all just come through, man. Subscribe to Money Brown TV. Follow me at Money_the writer. Right, we show every fight over on Instagram. Right, we got some fights coming. Well, I don't know. I got some fights down in St. Louis, man. I might be going to, depending on if I can get this damn truck to get me there. But you know, we got some fights coming up down here. So we know we got some fights on the 11. Nothing too major, but we might be here showing the fights as well. But we show every fight on Instagram. Money the writer, y'all come through, show some love over there on Instagram, man. And you know, we gonna keep winning. I know a lot of these cats out here talk a lot of this, talk a lot of that, but they don't step their ass up to the plate. You feel me? So y'all make sure y'all keep supporting my brother, everything boxing. Coach show go be fire as hell. Coach more knowledgeable than all our ass in this boxing shit. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Glove Up Boxing once you get that thing up and running. You know, we gonna keep it grinding, keep it running, man. Blue say, Coach, make sure to come drop the link for show, man. Like I say, Coach shit gonna be fire. Yeah, much love to Blue, man.
In this whole thing by far.
And show love to everybody, fam.
And then he don't even be looking like it's fucking. He don't have no bags under his eyes. He don't have.
Yeah, him motherfucker got. Hey, I ain't gonna. I wasn't supposed to tell y'all, but I'm gonna give y'all the secret. Motherfucking Blue Blood be drinking that goddamn vampire blood. That's why they call him Blue Blood. That's why that blood in his name, because he drink that. He got a special vampire blood that he drank. That's why he still look young. Hey,
I don't know how to fuck
y'all.
This shit, bro. He don't even sleep, bro. That dude don't sleep, bro.
He don't.
Video at 2.
Hey, Blue. But you gotta understand, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all how real Blue is. And Y'all don't get it. Like y'all ain't gonna get like Blue too often, right? Blue Blood got probably damn near almost 200K subs, but he still acknowledge everybody. He still reads your comment. He don't act like y'all don't exist. He acknowledge everybody. And that just shows you how real as a man he is. He ain't let that shit change him. I see a lot of people that get on YouTube and once they start getting subs and get big, they change their whole motherfucking attitude towards people. In Blue, he keep it the same way he came in, the same way he is to this day. And that's what I always say to myself. I don't give a damn how many subs I got. I'm still the same dude I was when I had nobody in here and I was talking to myself. Mm-hmm. And you got to keep it like that. You got to keep it real. Same way with Money Brown TV, you know? Yeah.
What I like about Blue ain't gonna switch up on you if you got a different opinion of who you riding with or who you ride for. He keep that shit strictly boxing. Right. And when you close down this motherfucking boxing shit, he leave that shit where it belongs, on the motherfucking internet. It ain't gonna change his way of thinking about somebody or none of that shit. If he say fuck with you, he fuck with you, bro. And that's what I love about Blue, man. Nothing changed with that dude. Like, for real, bro. Solid stand-up dude, man. You know, ain't too many like that, family. Ain't too many like that. Motherfucker, they let you have your own mindset and don't judge you off what the fuck you think about a fucking sport. You know what I'm saying? If you say he's your brother, he's your brother, bro. This shit supposed to stay on the internet where it's at. A lot of motherfuckers let this shit control them and make them say things and say this, or I ain't that nigga right with, or fuck that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's a motherfucking sport, bro, when it's all said and done. When that shit over with, that's where that shit stay at, fam. So, yeah, that's what I love about Blue, man.
Everybody,
at the end of the day, once we cut this motherfucking camera and this computer off, bro, like we all got lives.
Yeah, you know, real life happening.
A lot of us got real shit and kids. Like, I don't let this shit. You can't let the YouTube and the internet define you and change you as a person. But Big Cool, he said, salute. What sense does it make to put fighters with multiple losses on the pound for pound list? Well, to me, if you fight the best, I don't have no problem with you being. I mean, if all of the best fought the best, you gonna have some L's. All of the greats in boxing have L's on their record. Now this new age shit is different. It's different now. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be undefeated. It depends who you done fought.
I mean, I look at the pound. I really never gave a fuck about the pound for pound list. That's why I never really did too many videos. People be like, "Give me your time." I'm like, "I really don't know, man," because a lot of these fighters, it's the fights that don't even get recognition that be out there working their ass off and that deserve to be on the list. If that's how you go play the game and what you're looking at, but nowadays, man, the pound for pound list is who your favorite fighter is and what fighter you can put up there and put down the other fighter. Motherfuckers don't go through and really look at the skill set and praise this fighter and praise that fighter. It's who I like, who I don't like. Who we feel like doing this and doing that people go shit on it. And I mean, it's either way, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that I really never really gave a fuck about the pound. Like Earl say, man, you can take me off that motherfucker, put Jermall on there. Like, niggas don't get belts or niggas don't get extra money or nothing on no pound for pound list. So that's why I say, man, whoever you want on your list, put on your list. That shit don't do nothing. It's to your liking, man.
Contest now than anything. It's a popularity contest. It's
exactly.
Now, just like Stephen Fulton, he need to be on that list. Seriously. A dude is fight. Skill-wise, he could fight at any weight. For real. You know what I'm saying? If everything
I agree. But man, like I said, man, we got another great show. Make sure that y'all go check out Money Brown TV tonight. I know he finna have some fire for y'all tonight. I know he finna have a fire topic. You know, shit. Yeah, man, and we will be back tomorrow. We will be back with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. We gonna talk. We really gonna talk about that situation tomorrow. What's really going on? The news that I'm actually hearing behind the scenes that ain't nobody really talked about yet, and it's gonna be a hell of a show. Big Coop says, "Tell Blue I'm sorry he blocked me." What I do? I don't know nothing about that, Big Coop. I couldn't tell you. You know, I don't know. You gotta, you know, I don't know. But yeah, man, y'all hit the like button before we get up out of here. Salute to Big Coop. Salute to everybody that came through. Zulu Line, my man, Big Country Omega Red. Like I said, this nigga rip a fish head off raw and eat the bitch with the guts and everything in it. You know what I'm saying? Country shit. And we out, man. Zenith 360. I see you. Salute everybody. And check out Money Brown TV tonight. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Blue Blood. Great shit coming for y'all tonight. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.